7 of the 2023 season. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He had a great week last week. Well over 100
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 12, 12.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
11 MT. 11, 11. 11 MT. Hey.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
There you go.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And this is caught by past the boundary, and it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that production.
And he stopped immediately there. Again, the play is going to bring up the 3rd down.
That's usually the hallmark of a good run defense. The man is making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely no run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
11 Common. 11, 11, 11. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it. Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when he's at the field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. I know we can't hear what's going on in that hole right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30. I think Bucs there, he nicely put off a pretty decent game. We're looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Yeah, things were pretty stacked. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The defender certainly didn't forget about him looking at the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long. They have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there. Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Smith catches left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the Vikings 38-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 12. 11 empty. 11
Cook
empty.
up the gut. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Burrow. Touchdown! T. Higgins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that will allow an 11-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man left side. It's a tight end, Manhertz. And they're going to get this down on the 35-yard line.
It's time to get a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he walked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to... And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So we've hit half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Third and 2. Now Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. They just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points and a response there with opening touchdown in his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. That's sacked by his name in the stat sheet. I don't care if you're taking a round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Give him 30 yards there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal. He tried to break that play, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Back now in Tampa. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd, hammering from the goal line. He loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. After the pick six, here's Burrow again.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow.
That would complete to Skoranek.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
12, 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now Burrow. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Now following the completion. Stoppage here for an injury.
Here we go.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They try again with Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the draw here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long way from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Running room at the 50. Look out. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, listen, check that.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
But no matter how they phrase it, stay the sticks, whatever you want.
second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3-1.
Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. I guess correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you... So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and sneak it here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now the Bucs down by 7. 57 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down.
They're able to get this to Patrick. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Now Burrow.
Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
Here we go.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Here we go.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Throwing. Burrow.
toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Burrow. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Burrow.
This to possibly force OT.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
It's another one.